What's up, everybody? It's Jason from Straight Edge Knives. Got another little comparison video for you guys. Today what I'm going to go over is what I would consider Tops knives large blades. Couple of these maybe just above the medium size, but not quite large. So, but to me, because their thickness, I feel they belong in the large knife category and what their intended purposes are for. There's a couple little oddballs in here, so bear with me. But let's start off with, kind of our baseline model, which a lot of people have, the Operator 7. It's a great knife. Sorry, I had to step off camera there. Awesome knife. A lot of people love this blade. I think it's like 3/4 inch thick. I got the Rocky Mountain tread on mine. Great knife. I mean, can't go wrong with this one. It's a beast. It can do just about anything you want to do. You can't go wrong with it. So let's pair it up next to the Tom Brown Tracker 1, the T1. Love this knife. This is the first Tops knife that I got. Fell in love with it. It's an awesome blade. I got the Rocky Mountain tread on this one as well, as you can see. About the same thickness, but we put them up next to each other. You're definitely getting a little bit more length out of the Operator 7, but thickness wise, we're looking about the same. Handle grip wise, we're looking about the same. So you're thinking about getting a T1, but you have an Operator 7, you kind of got an idea of what the handle is going to be like. But like I said, you are getting a little bit more out of the Operator 7 as far as blade length goes. But this, man, you got this nice belly right here for doing some chopping. I have chopped through some almond logs with this, and it does its job. It's a great knife. Love this knife. I'm sure a lot of people fell in love with the tracker knives from the Hunt It movie. But on to the next one, the Tops 107D. This was the knife that started it all for Tops right here. This one also has Rocky Mountain tread on it, but this is a Tonto Steel Eagle. It's a great blade. Feels good. Got a nice little finger choil right here for grabbing onto. You got big hands. This is to me, feels like a thicker grip for sure, but I mean, you can get a hold of it and you're not gonna lose your grip on this thing. But again, we'll compare it up to the OP7 because, like I said, a lot of people have this one. Put them up next to each other. They're pretty much identical in length. Obviously, with the Tonto, you can see the blade different size, shapes. Handle thickness. Turn around right here so you can see. They're rather relatively the same. But I will tell you this does feel thicker in the hand than this. I mean, if you can see my hand, you can see how my fingers aren't getting to my palm right here. But look down here, I am almost. It's just a little bit. This handle just feels a little fatter. If that makes any sense. But if you look at them, holding them up, looking at them, they're pretty identical. So it's kind of a little bit odd, but not a big deal. Next up, we'll jump into. A lot of people have this knife as well, and it's a bitchin' knife. The Tops Wild Pig Hunter. Okay, let me set the OP7 down. Have Rocky Mountain tread on this one as well. I love Rocky Mountain tread on my knives, but man, this thing is but it's a pig hunter. It's a pig sticker for sure. I mean, it's got a needle point to it. This is a little bit thinner, and I feel a little bit lighter. Put them up next to each other, you get just a little bit more blade length out of the Wild Pig, but you're getting thinner blade, thinner handle here, handle scales. Lighter, a little bit lighter than the OP7. It's a great knife if you're into pig hunting or you just need something to beep, beep, poke some holes in. Wild Pig Hunter is a good choice for that. We'll set that down to the side. Next up, we'll go with the Brush Wolf from Nate and Aaron Morgan, obviously made by Tops. This is a really cool kind of do-it-all type of knife. I was messing around with it. As you can see, I've used it I was splitting some logs with it. I was chopping on some stuff. It's light. It feels really quick. Got some jimping right here, so you can put your thumb right here for shaving. It does have a 90-degree spine section right here for striking a fire rod. But we put them up next to each other. Yeah, just getting a little bit more length to the OP7, not by much. Handles on the, almost dropped them. The handle on the OP7 is just a little bit thicker. A little bit more weight with the OP7 compared to the Brush Wolf. But they both feel really good in the hand. Like I said, this does have a little bit lighter feel. So I highly recommend any of these knives. If you don't have any of them, get them all. If you have one of them, get the rest. Yeah, you can't go wrong with these. Tops makes fantastic blades. Next, this is a new one that I got the other day. This knife, I will tell you right now, is not available on their website. You can't get anywhere because it's out of production. They had a special sale during Thanksgiving where they pulled some old knives that they had left over that they don't sell anymore. They're honorably discharged knives. And this was one of them they had like in a gift box set. And I have an unboxing video of it. You can go back on my channel here and see it. But it's the Showdown Delta. This, looking at it and feeling it, to me, it's primarily designed to be a fighting knife. It's got, your regular edge, and then it has like a secondary edge in case, I don't know, you mess this one up or you want to do your draws or shavings, whatever you want to do with it. I don't know. There's two edges, but it's a cool knife. It feels really good in the hand. I like this finger choil, not the choil here, but the finger guard, how it's round, everything's rounded off, feels really good. But let's hold it up to the OP7. OP7, getting more length. Handles scale wise, sorry my finger's in the way, guys and gals, they're about the same. Pretty much about the same. Weight wise, they feel about the same. I can't really tell too much of a difference in them weight wise. I feel maybe this one's a little bit more blade heavy than this one, but of course you got a longer blade, so that should be expected. But really cool knife. If you can find one on the secondary market, go for it. I don't think you'll be disappointed in it. Really cool. I like the design of it. It feels good. Like I said, hold it this way or get your finger up on this choil. Do whatever you need to do with it. But like I said, primarily what I would say is designed to be a fighting knife. Then again, so was the OP. So set that down right there. And now we're going to get into something. We're definitely going bigger now. Those are pretty much all of the knives I have that are about in this size range. From here, I don't think I can compare the OP7 to these next couple because these next few are just kind of in a class of their own. Let's start with the ever popular, ever famous Chete. Man, this thing is a chopper. I mean, it chops through just about damn near anything. I mean, I think it's 3/4 inch thick on the back. As you can tell, it got been batoning on some stuff. Need to clean that off, actually. I've been cutting through things with this. I mean, it's badass. I mean, if you want to hold it up to the OP7, I'll give you end to end. I mean, it's pretty obvious. El Chete is definitely a beast. Yeah, I definitely need to clean that stuff off. But yeah, El Chete. I mean, you pull this thing out and you can chop a tree down. You can do whatever you need to do with this bad boy. If you want me to hold it up to something that I can compare it to, this is in a class of its own as well. You hear how long that is. The Tops Kumakaze. This thing, it's a short sword. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a 1/4 inch thick for the most part. It tapers down a little bit. There's like a swedge here, but this is not a machete. This is pretty much a short sword. You can use it like a machete, but you can definitely chop through some heavy duty stuff with this bad boy. Put El Chete up next to it. You can see how much longer the Kumakaze is. Let's see if I can step back here, try to give you a little scale comparison. I mean, El Chete is about as big as my forearm is. You know, and you jump over here to the Kumakaze, you know, I hold it up to my forearm and it's going out past my finger. You know, this bad boy is pretty awesome, and for the size of it, it's surprisingly light. You could, I think, if you you could go out and use this for heavy brush cutting, cutting a trail. If you're on a densely packed hiking trail, you could definitely cut your way through with this. Definitely get through some thicker branches a little bit more ease than a machete probably. You are getting a little bit more weight obviously than a machete, so you might get fatigued a little quicker. I guess it depends on your fitness level, but it comes with a nice kind of sheath with a dangler too, so pops right in there. It does have this cool little kind of bird's head point here on the end, so I guess if you had to hit something like that and put a hole in it, you could. And let's come up to the last two items, guys and gals. The Yukon Hawk. We're going to get into their kind of their axes here real quick. Yukon Hawk is definitely a hatchet size to me. It's got this cool orange and black sure grip. So there's actually rubber in this for more traction. Feels really good. It's kind of crazy because it doesn't feel like rubber, but it does give you some really good traction. But this is definitely, to me, a hatchet size item. You can grip down low or kind of come up high. If you needed to, you can even get all the way up here. It does have a little bit of some jimping here on the back for like a hammer for nailing in some tent spikes or whatever. But if this isn't quite big enough for you for what you need it to do, you can always jump over to the high impact. This thing is, man, I want to say it's close to 3 pounds. I could be wrong on that, I probably am. But it is a full tang piece of chopping metal right here. I mean, it's got the weight. You can see I've been chopping with it. It's got the weight to it for deep, heavy cuts. You can, if you needed to, you can get on it with a two-handed grip to really get in there. You could choke up on it if you needed to, try to do some fine cutting work. You can also one-hand it. It's definitely going to wear your arm out. I would say if you're a one-hand swinging this, you'd probably want to choke up and be right here about in the middle. This feels like a good balance point. When you choke all the way back, you definitely have to work your shoulder a lot more to get the axe head back up. But I mean, if you're going to be doing some heavy chopping, you might as well get two hands and swing away. This thing is a beast. If I hold it up to, let's get back here, you can see there's, I got them lined up pretty much, but you can see it's just bigger. This is a full tang as well. So either one of these, you do not have to worry about breaking it. You can smash away and never, if you broke this, I'd be like, congratulations, you won something because you did something amazing. But this thing's a beast. So you can't go wrong with it if you're going out. I actually like keeping this in my trailer when we go camping, because it's definitely easier to split some logs and stuff if I need to split them for the campfire with this than it is maybe with this. This does great for doing other smaller stuff. So I guess it just depends on what you need it for. But anyway, I think that's everything. There you go, guys. That's about what I have as far as the bigger blades go for tops. I wish I had more to show you. I'm working on it. There's definitely some things I'd like to get still. But as I do get them, I will show them to you. All right, thanks for watching. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. Leave comments below. I like reading them. Always open to, constructive criticism. What I can do maybe better. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.